There's a lot of people who are just habitually kind of conservative in the north.
Where are those people from?
Oh, we don't want to, why can't we just have a drawn series? I heard someone say, you don't always have to have a winner. And it's like, what are we playing here for?
Look, I think World Cup model is fine.
Extra time,
and then
But so
point shootout.
I know that at the risk of bringing up some painful memories, that 2003 World Cup, obviously.
Oh,
I'm out.
that's it.
It was getting to a point where, like, Johnny almost did us a favour in resolving it, right? Because otherwise we're going to another...
What?
Is there another...
Are you joking?
Mate,
in resolving it...
This could be your last
that
appearance on Inside
I'm
Line.
less than 2 metres away from you.
Let me finish.
Which is smaller than my
make your
body
point.
height.
Let me finish my point.
Righto.
Because eventually, if you guys had battled it out and you got to goal kicks, like how dissatisfying would that be if you lost in goal kicks, for example? You know what I mean? Like,
But you lose in
Would've been
goal
good
kicks
if
for a
we
golden
won.
point. If someone kicks a penalty,
Yeah.
that's a goal kick. So at least you've got a bit of a play out there. You've got five. So football, right? You have for penalty shootouts. There's a bit of intrigue. We know there's an immediacy of feedback when you score, but there's still a red white dot scenario that gives you a chance to either accelerate through a skill window.
I'd take
or
the
not.
point, but yeah,
I think that's probably the most exotic, convenient solution.
Yeah.
Adopt the World Cup model because, by the way, all nations that are playing in the British Irish Lions and Australia have already accepted that model is acceptable in the World Cup.
Yeah.
So why would you not accept that for a British Irish
very
Lions
rare,
series?
obviously.
We don't need to invent something new here. This is just inheriting what's already been in practice since 1987.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. What's the likelihood, Pato? Are you getting a sense of how likely this gets approved? Or
no, I mean, obviously, Rugby Australia...
How good would it be to see a penalty shootout in the British Irish Lions at the end of the thing?
I would love James Slipper to step up.
Oh, my God.
Mate.
Do
I just personally...
I don't know.
start at
I'd
15 and
rather
work
it's resolved in a footy game.
Bang,
inside a footy
accidental
game.
slip, accidental clean out, head high penalty, gone. High tackle framework now, the fragility, contest in the air, escort line.
Yeah.
Like this, collapse scrum.
Yeah.
So you don't like the golden point or super point?
I like the super point, but I think the fragility of how you can end a British and Irish Lions series on the back of some interpretations now and TMOs reaching in and all sorts of different things. I think that the best and fairest representation is multiple chances in extra time, multiple chances in a penalty shootout. It's already in play with World Cup. Let's get on with it.
Yeah. There's some resistance, though, you hinted at from the north.
Is it time, you reckon?
Look, I don't know. I just think that golden point, if you're looking at it from a fan's perspective, like finishing it in a footy sense, rightly or wrongly, if it's a penalty or whatever, that's I don't know. I don't want to see props kicking goals to decide a World Cup or a Lions series. Like it just doesn't feel right.
Matt Dunning knocked over a field goal in a losing game against or winning game against the Chiefs. It's the most replayed, compelling piece of content we've ever seen.
It's compelling for
It's greatest
the wrong
move, but isn't a
reasons.
move.